Are you intrigued by real-life ghost stories? There's a place in India, a place where the wind whispers secrets. Secrets of a forgotten people, secrets of a night lost to time. This is Kuldhara, a ghost town frozen in time. Swallowed by the desert, it stands as a chilling reminder of a mystery unsolved. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting real-life horror stories. Kuldhara sits on the edge of the Thar Desert. This ancient village, now a ghost town, holds within its ruins the echoes of a once thriving community. The Thar Desert, with its golden sands stretching endlessly, forms a stark yet beautiful backdrop to the story of Kuldhara. This vast expanse of sand, baked by the relentless sun, was once home to a prosperous community. The Thar Desert, often called the Great Indian Desert, is one of the most inhospitable places on earth. Yet the people of Kuldhara managed to create a flourishing settlement here. The Paliwal Brahmins, known for their agricultural prowess, built a life here. They were not just farmers, but also skilled traders and craftsmen. Their knowledge of water conservation and irrigation was unparalleled, allowing them to thrive in such an arid environment. They carved wells, cultivated the land, and built a village of exquisite beauty. The wells they dug were marvels of engineering, reaching deep into the earth to tap hidden water sources. Their fields, though surrounded by desert, were lush and green, a testament to their ingenuity. For generations, they thrived in this unforgiving landscape. Their homes were built with a unique architecture that kept them cool in the scorching heat and warm during the cold desert nights. Festivals and markets brought life and color to the village, making it a vibrant community. But prosperity often breeds envy. The success of Kuldhara did not go unnoticed. Envious eyes watched their every move, waiting for an opportunity to exploit their wealth and success. Salim Singh, the Diwan of Jaisalmer, cast his greedy eyes on Kuldhara. Known for his ruthless ambition and insatiable greed, Salim Singh saw Kuldhara as a jewel to be plundered. His position of power allowed him to impose his will on the villagers. He coveted their wealth, their land, and most of all, the beauty of the village chief's daughter. His obsession grew with each passing day, and he devised a plan to take what he desired by force if necessary. He imposed exorbitant taxes, his desire for the girl growing with each passing day. The villagers, once prosperous and happy, found themselves under the crushing weight of Salim Singh's demands. Their peaceful existence was shattered, and the once thriving village began to crumble under the pressure. One night, everything changed. Under a moonless sky, the villagers of Kuldhara vanished. They left behind their homes, their belongings, their lives. It was as if the desert itself had swallowed them whole. What drove them to such a desperate act? The answer, it seems, vanished with them. Some say they left a curse upon the land, a curse so potent that no one could ever inhabit Kuldhara again. Whether truth or legend, the village remains deserted to this day, a skeleton of its former glory, haunted by whispers of the past. The legend of the curse hangs heavy over Kuldhara. The villagers, so the story goes, swore that no one would ever prosper in their abandoned homes. Their anguish, their anger, would seep into the very stones of the village. It would linger in the air, a palpable presence. To this day, locals whisper of the Paliwal's curse. They speak of strange lights, disembodied voices, and a feeling of being watched. Many believe that the villagers of Kuldhara still walk among the ruins, their souls forever bound to the land. The sun beat down on the deserted streets of Kuldhara, casting long shadows that seemed to stretch endlessly. The village, once vibrant and full of life, now lay in a state of eerie stillness. The air was thick with the weight of history, and every corner seemed to whisper tales of the past. Buildings stood crumbling, their doorways open like empty sockets. These structures, once homes filled with laughter and love, now stood as silent sentinels of a bygone era. The walls, though decayed, seemed to hold on to the memories of those who once lived here, their stories etched into the very fabric of the stone. The wind howled through the empty alleyways, carrying with it the scent of dust and decay. It was as if the very breath of the village was a mournful sigh, a lament for the lives that had vanished. The sound of the wind, combined with the desolate surroundings, created an atmosphere that was both haunting and mesmerizing. There was an unsettling silence here, broken only by the occasional cry of a bird overhead. This sporadic sound served as a stark reminder of the passage of time, of nature reclaiming what was once hers. The birds, perhaps the only living witnesses to the village's history, added to the sense of isolation and abandonment. I walked through the ruins, my footsteps echoing in the stillness. Each step felt like a journey back in time, a connection to the souls who once tread these paths. The ground beneath my feet, though covered in dust, seemed to pulse with the energy of the past, as if the village itself was alive with memories. The air was heavy with a sense of tragedy, of lives lived and lost. It was palpable, this feeling of sorrow, as if the very essence of the village was steeped in it. The stories of the villagers, their joys and sorrows, their hopes and dreams, all seemed to linger in the air, creating a tapestry of emotions that was both beautiful and heartbreaking. It was easy to imagine the village bustling with activity, the streets filled with the sounds of daily life, the laughter of children, the chatter of neighbors, the clinking of pots and pans. All these sounds seemed to echo in the silence, creating a ghostly symphony of what once was. Children playing in the streets, their carefree laughter filling the air. The sight of them running and playing, their faces lit up with joy, was a stark contrast to the current desolation. It was a reminder of the vibrancy and life that once thrived here, the smell of spices in the air, a fragrant reminder of the bustling market that once stood here. The market, with its vibrant colors and rich aromas, was the heart of the village. Now only ghosts remained, their presence felt in the lingering scents and the silent echoes of a time long past. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the ruins, the village of Kuldhara seemed to come alive in a way that was both eerie and mesmerizing. The ancient stones, worn by time and weather, seemed to hold stories of their own, tales of a time long past. The air grew cooler, and the shadows lengthened, creating an atmosphere thick with mystery and anticipation. The wind picked up, its cold fingers weaving through the broken windows and crumbling doorways of the abandoned buildings. It was as if the very breath of the past was moving through the village, stirring up memories that had lain dormant for centuries. The sound of the wind was not just a simple whistle, it was a symphony of whispers, each gust carrying with it a fragment of a forgotten story. The wind swept through the empty streets, creating a low, mournful sound that echoed off the ancient walls. It was like the whispers of voices, faint and indistinct, yet filled with emotion. These were not just random noises, they were the echoes of lives once lived, of joys and sorrows, of hopes and dreams that had long since faded into the annals of history. The whispers seemed to speak of things best left forgotten, secrets buried deep within the heart of the village. As I stood in the village square, surrounded by the ancient structures, I felt a sense of connection to the past, as if the very stones beneath my feet were trying to communicate with me. I stood in the village square, the wind whipping at my clothes. The whispers seemed to grow louder, more insistent, as if they were trying to convey something of great importance. The wind whipped at my clothes, tugging at them as if trying to pull me into the past. The whispers grew louder, swirling around me in a cacophony of sound. I could almost make out words, fragments of sentences that seemed to hover just at the edge of my understanding. The wind swirled dust and debris around me, creating a ghostly dance of particles that seemed to shimmer in the fading light. I could almost make out words, fragments of sentences that seemed to hover just at the edge of my understanding. It was as if the village itself was trying to tell me its secrets, to share with me the stories of those who had once called this place home. But they remained just out of reach, tantalizingly close, yet frustratingly distant. It was as if the village itself was trying to tell me its secrets, but I lacked the language to understand. The shadows grew longer, and the whispers grew fainter. As if the village was retreating back into its shroud of mystery, I felt a sense of loss, a yearning to understand the stories that the wind carried. But I lacked the language to understand. The village of Kuldhara remained an enigma, its secrets locked away in the whispers on the wind. The air grew cold and the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. I felt a presence beside me, though I was alone. It was not a menacing feeling, but rather one of intense sadness, of longing. I turned slowly, but there was nothing there. As quickly as it had come, the presence vanished. The sun dipped below the horizon, plunging the village into darkness. I was left alone with the whispers on the wind, the echoes of a tragedy that had unfolded centuries before. Kuldhara remains a mystery. Was it Salim Singh's greed that drove the villagers away? Or was it something more sinister, something supernatural? The truth lost to time continues to fascinate and terrify. The village stands as a testament to the power of belief, of stories whispered through generations. As I left Kuldhara behind, the image of the deserted village, bathed in the eerie glow of the moon, remained etched in my mind. The whispers followed me, a haunting reminder of the secrets buried beneath the sands of time. Kuldhara is more than just an abandoned village. It is a place where the veil between the living and the dead seems thin, where the past refuses to stay buried. It is a place that will stay with you long after you leave its silent streets behind. The ghosts of Kuldhara, real or imagined, continue to hold the village in their spectral grip. Their whispers echo in the wind, a chilling reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved. Gap 2S. As we delve deeper into the enigma of Kuldhara, we turn our attention to the real-life experiences of those who have dared to visit this ghost town. The village, with its crumbling walls and silent streets, continues to leave an indelible mark on all who venture within its bounds. Gap 2S. Many visitors have reported feeling an eerie presence, as if they were being watched by unseen eyes. Some have heard inexplicable whispers in the wind, while others have felt sudden drops in temperature, sending chills down their spine even in the scorching heat of the desert. Gap 2S. One such incident involved a group of paranormal investigators who visited Kuldhara with the intent of capturing evidence of the supernatural. As they roamed the deserted streets at night, their equipment began to malfunction inexplicably. Cameras stopped working, batteries drained rapidly, and their audio devices picked up strange, unidentifiable sounds, almost like distant, sorrowful cries. Gap 2S. Another chilling account comes from a family who decided to explore the village during the daytime. As they walked through the ruins, their young daughter began talking to someone who wasn't there. When asked who she was speaking to, she described an old man in traditional attire standing by one of the dilapidated houses. The family saw no one and hurriedly left the village, vowing never to return. Gap 2S. These stories, among many others, add to the mystique of Kuldhara. Whether these experiences are the result of overactive imaginations or genuine encounters with the paranormal, they reinforce the village's reputation as a place where the past refuses to let go. Gap 2S. Kuldhara remains a haunting reminder of a bygone era, its spectral grip unyielding, its whispers ever present. For those who visit, it offers a glimpse into the unknown, a chance to connect with the mysteries that defy explanation, and perhaps, just perhaps, a reminder that some places are best left undisturbed. Gap 2S. The haunting tales of Kuldhara don't end with the paranormal investigators and the frightened family. Many more visitors have come forward with their own spine-chilling experiences, each adding another layer to the village's eerie legend. Gap 2S. In this scene, we delve deeper into these stories, supported by real footage and pictures shared by those who have dared to explore Kuldhara. Gap 2S. One such account comes from a group of friends who visited Kuldhara on a dare. As they wandered through the ruins, they captured several photos. Upon reviewing them later, they were shocked to find mysterious figures and shadowy apparitions in the background. Figures that hadn't been there when the photos were taken. The images showed spectral shapes, indistinct yet unmistakable, lurking in the corners of the abandoned houses. Gap 2S. Another visitor, a solo traveler, recounted an unsettling experience during a late afternoon exploration. As he walked through the village, he felt an overwhelming sense of dread and unease. Suddenly he heard the sound of footsteps behind him. He turned around only to find no one there. The footsteps continued, growing louder and closer until he could no longer bear it and fled the village in a panic. Gap 2S. In another chilling narrative, a group of students on a photography assignment found themselves trapped in an inexplicable fog that descended upon the village out of nowhere. Visibility dropped to almost zero and they could hear faint, disembodied voices calling out to them. The fog lifted as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving them shaken and eager to leave. Gap 2SLCS. These stories are accompanied by real footage and photographs capturing the eerie ambience of Kuldhara. Shadows move where they shouldn't. Whispers are heard in the silence, and an oppressive atmosphere hangs over the village like a shroud. These documented experiences serve as a stark reminder of the village's haunted past and the lingering presence that seems to defy time. Gap 2S. Kuldhara continues to draw those fascinated by the paranormal, each visitor hoping to uncover the truth behind the legends. Yet many leave with more questions than answers, their experiences adding to the growing tapestry of Kuldhara's eerie lore. The village stands as a testament to the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding, a place where the past and the present intertwine in the most unsettling ways. Gap 2S. As the sun sets over Kuldhara, casting long shadows across its deserted streets, one can't help but feel the weight of history and the ghosts of those who once called this place home. For now the village remains a silent witness to its own dark secrets, waiting for the next brave soul to uncover its mysteries. Gap 2S. The village of Kuldhara, shrouded in legend and mystery, has captivated the imaginations of countless visitors and paranormal enthusiasts. Its silent ruins whisper tales of a cursed past, a tragic exodus, and an enduring presence that defies explanation. But what truly lies at the heart of Kuldhara's enigma? Gap 2S. As we piece together the stories, both ancient and modern, we find a tapestry woven with threads of history, folklore, and personal experiences. The Paliwal Brahmin's sudden departure, the curse that followed, and the eerie encounters reported by visitors all contribute to the village's haunting allure. Gap 2S. Real footage and photographs reveal a place frozen in time, where shadows move unnaturally and whispers seem to echo through the empty streets. These visual testimonies offer a glimpse into the supernatural, challenging our understanding of reality and the unknown. Gap 2S. Many have tried to uncover the truth behind Kuldhara's mysteries. Paranormal investigations, historical research, and personal testimonies all point to a place where the past and present coexist in a delicate, unsettling balance. Yet the true essence of Kuldhara remains elusive, a puzzle that continues to intrigue and baffle. Gap 2S. Perhaps the village's greatest mystery is its ability to evoke such profound emotions and experiences in those who visit. Whether it be fear, curiosity, or a sense of wonder, Kuldhara leaves an indelible mark on all who walk its deserted paths. Gap 2S. As we conclude our journey through the haunted village of Kuldhara, we are reminded that some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved. The stories and experiences shared by visitors add to the rich tapestry of Kuldhara's legend, ensuring that its enigmatic presence will endure for generations to come. Gap 2S. In the end, Kuldhara stands as a testament to the power of the unknown, a place where history and myth intertwine, and where the whispers of the past continue to resonate in the present. Gap 2S. The village remains a silent guardian of its secrets, waiting for the next brave soul to uncover its mysteries. Until then, Kuldhara will continue to captivate and haunt, a timeless enigma in the sands of Rajasthan. Gap 2S. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for interesting real-life horror stories.